Hey guys, it's Coach. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new rebuild, realistic-ish rebuild I'm going to try to do here. Everybody knows the dynasty with the Patriots, the big downfall, and now Bill Belichick's gone and Coach Mayo taken over. So let's see if we can get the Patriots way back on track and get them out of the cellars and get them back to that incredible dynasty run they had there for 20 years. This is what we're starting off with. I did go ahead and do some re-signing. Had to bring back a couple linemen. We didn't do anything too crazy, but brought back. Wanted to make sure Brown was here for a while. If you're going to have a young quarterback, whether we stick with Mac Jones or draft one, you got to have a good line. So I spent some money to bring Brown back. I had to franchise tag our right tackle. He didn't want to stick around, but he's young. I want him here for a while, so we franchise tagged him. It was pretty expensive. It was like $23 million, but you can't lose a 26-year-old guy star development at right tackle, in my opinion. So we'll work on getting that done in the offseason, but he's here for another year. And so far, Zeke isn't coming back as a number two. He had a great year as a number two. We might try to bring him back as well. I re-signed both tight ends. In my opinion, with coaching football, a young quarterback's best friend is a running game and tight ends. So we got two incredible tight ends, which they probably won't bring back either in real life, I would guess. But Hunter Henry's 30, Gesicki's 28. They're both here for, I think, 4-year deals on both. But they're not terrible contracts. We could always move them or see how that goes. But also, the reason I signed both of them great receiving guys is because our wide receiver room is horrible. Juju Smith-Schuster, I mean, if he's your number one, that should tell you enough. Parker's probably going to be a cap casualty. He's just not great anymore. I like Thornton. He's got tons of speed. He's young. He just hasn't panned out to be. But 96 speed could be a great slot guy. He's got 81 catching. Maybe we just throw him in and develop him in the slot role. That's pretty much my idea what to do with him. But everything else, we're going to have to spend some money. We're probably got to bring in a pretty good vet, spend money on a guy. I mean, OBJ's out there. I don't remember who else is out there. Rashid Shaheed. I did let a couple guys go. Kyle Duggar wanted a lot of money, so we got Mapu. We moved him over to free, and we still have Peppers. Judon's here for probably another year, I would say. I'm not going to cut him. I'm going to let him retire here, unless he wants a big contract, obviously going into next year free agency. So, but I did go ahead and plan for the future. Josh Uche, young outside linebacker. He didn't want a lot of money, so I locked him up for 5 years. So he's here waiting. He's going to develop and wait for Judon to move on. You can't have too many pass rushers. We need to work on middle linebacker. And we got two great corners. I want to say, I mean, J.C. Jackson's amazing, but the problem is you have Jones right behind him, and he's due $14 million for the next 3 years. Every year he's at 14.4, but if we release him, there's zero cap penalty to it. I think they cut him in real life, and I think we're going to cut him again. We're going to free up $14 million instead of paying him that for the next 3 seasons. He's 28 years old. And we'll get some young guys going, maybe draft a guy later. And if he's cheap in free agency, maybe we bring him back as that slot guy. He's been incredible, but I just don't see how you pay a guy who's, on the downfall in Madden at least, 14.4 for the next 3 years. So we're going to free that up. There's zero penalty. So we're going to go ahead and cut him. And like I said, if he's on a decent deal, I'll bring him back just because I'm trying to keep some of these Patriots guys, that know the culture here. We're going to have to work on the D-line as well. Barmore's pretty good. We're just going to have to probably start White. He's a young guy. They drafted him last year, 2 years ago. Yeah, it was last year at Georgia Tech. So we'll probably start him unless there's somebody in free agency that we're going to throw money at. I'm going to kind of keep it realistic, but Coach Mayo's a defensive guy, so if there is some studs out there, like Chase Young may be there, Patrick Queen. As you can see, we need another middle linebacker, so we'll take a look at that. I'm not going to go too crazy, but we have a lot of cap, and if we're going to have a young quarterback, I think we try to take some chances on some defensive guys, and like I said, maybe a veteran wide receiver, maybe package up Parker and a pick to get him out of here. Or we keep him. I'm not really sure. He's got good hands. He doesn't have the greatest route running to get open. He was great in Miami. Not great here. So let's go ahead and jump into free agency and see what we can do. This is going to be kind of a longer video, but we're going to do the whole offseason here, draft and everything. But we have 62 mil. Let's go ahead and jump into free agency. And like I said, if there's some big splashes we can make, we'll go ahead and do that. As good as he is, we don't need... Wow, Amari Cooper is here. I would love to get one of these two guys, but they have zero interest. Chase Young is here. I knew sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't. Patrick Queen doesn't have any interest, but we need a middle linebacker so bad. And as crazy as this may sound, he has so much interest. He's young. If we could get him in there with Barmore, I don't see how you don't offer him. And he's going to get the same cap hit as J.C. Jackson was going to get. I think we go all in on this guy. 6-year deal. It's a lot of money. But like I said, you cannot get too many pass rushers, I don't think. And yeah, Keon White's young. But look, they're the same age. He just got drafted last year. And he's a 71. You got a superstar dev, Chase Young. Now, I'm offering him a lot of money, but he may still not even come here. So, but, oh, man. I don't see how you pass up on that. Oh, we're tied for first. I guess if we're going to go all in, we got to go all in, right? 6 years. We'll bump it up some. It is going to be a crazy contract. But I think you have to do this if he's there. And we lock him down for pretty much, I wouldn't say the rest of his career, but the rest of his prime. We are number one right now. Let's take a look what else is out here. Like I said, we let Duggar go. Bobby Wagner would be cool. Drew Tranquil. There's some decent safeties out here. We could take a look at him compared to Mayo, and I can already tell you that, or I'm sorry, Mapu. I can already tell you he's like a 75. I moved him over to the free. So this would be a huge jump up. That's pretty good cap hit, but we need to look at receivers. We can't get any of these guys. Nobody wants to play here because of our quarterback. It's all franchise quarterback, franchise quarterback, franchise quarterback. I would love to get Tyler Boyd, but he's 29 and he has no interest. I'm a Bengals fan, so that one kind of hurts me a little bit. Do we take OBJ for a year? Or what does he want? How many years does he want? Yeah, just 1 year. Get rid of Devontae Parker. Let Douglas and Thornton play. Let's see. OBJ would have to go... just 1 year contract, OBJ. We have the money. Let's see if we're even close. I would love to get Cooper, obviously, but 30 years old, there's no way I'm paying him $72 million. Same thing with Michael Pittman. Hollywood Brown would be sweet, but he has zero interest. OBJ, we're the only offer, so let's just go ahead and stick with that. Shaheed would be cool, but he doesn't want to be here. Hardman has a lot of speed. Oh, yeah, I forgot they cut No Hand Scantlin. But we'll look at that right now. We'll just go with that. We have tight ends. Our line's pretty good. Defensive tackle's horrible. But I think we fix it in the draft because these guys are older. I don't really think we take a... Grover Stewart would be cool, but he wants 13.8 and he's already 30. Let's go to linebacker. I would love to get Patrick Queen, but obviously that's not going to happen. Josie Jewell would be a pretty good pickup. Isaiah Simmons? Okay. We have to try to get Isaiah Simmons. I know he has no interest, but if you know anything about Isaiah Simmons coming out of Clemson, he played D-end, he played outside linebacker, inside linebacker, he played safety, nickel corner. Have a dude like this on your team, and Bentley's only 28, so these two can fly around together and play. He can kind of be that off-ball guy, and he can be, when we go to nickel and dime packages, he could stay on the field and play man or play a quarterback spy. I think we have to, and we could give him a couple years, and when Bentley's contract comes up, we just let him walk. Obviously, this is probably the last good contract he's going to have. So we're going to throw 4 years at him. I think it's a good deal. We might have to give him more since he has no interest. Obviously, there's a couple higher rated guys here. We're the only ones offering on him. But we're not going to go too crazy. I just want to go look and see what JC wants to come back. That's way better. We were going to pay him 14.4. So let's go ahead. Marcus Jones is there. But I think for 1 year, JC Jackson's going to be better. And then we'll have Jonathan Jones probably for 1 or 2 more years. 30-year-old corners aren't, the greatest thing. He's still pretty good. Gonzalez is obviously the future. So let's go ahead, 1-year deal. I think that's pretty fair. And then maybe he'll want to come back. Obviously, there's better corners, but I'm looking for a slot guy. I'm not looking for someone to take reps from those other two guys. There's pretty decent corners down here, honestly. Free safety. We are going to struggle at free safety. Like I said, I moved him over. He's a 74, but he's 24 years old. I don't want to go too. We only got 14 mil left, and we're going to be stuck with these contracts. Maybe we draft a guy and see if they develop. Maybe second, third round after we figure out what we're going to do with our quarterback. I'll tell you right now, I kind of want to get a mentor. Sorry, I'm just thinking of 7 things at once. Micah Hyde as a mentor. He only wants $5 million. Hold on a second. Do we bring in Micah Hyde for a year, mentor tag, and he will help out, develop? I think that could be a good fix. I can't believe he's so cheap. I just saw his name sitting there, and I was like, wait a second. Let's offer him. I mean, if we don't get him, we don't get him. It's fine. We're not going after a bunch of superstars, as you can tell, just the one. But let's go ahead and see if we get any of these guys. Chase Young, obviously, is the huge one. The other 3 guys are going to be tough. I don't get how we're not first on Chase Young. We probably won't get him. I'm wondering if we throw more in, because if we're going to go all in, do we go all in? We're tied for first. I'm worried that he goes to the Eagles, because why wouldn't you? Man. I don't know. 6 years. We were up to like 9, weren't we? So let's go 9.5. That's a lot of money, but he's 25. Superstar. He could get up the X Factor. We're only going to be playing offense, by the way, in this. So it is going to be, a big deal to have defensive players that can help you. And those last few years of his contract are going to hurt. But you know what? We're trying to bring this back. And we got to be number 1 now. Okay, we're number 1. Let's go ahead and see if we get any of these guys. And they'll pop up right here. Okay, we did. We paid a lot of money, but we got him. And let's see who else. We're being beat out for J.C. Jackson right now. Is it worth going after it? We don't really need him. I wanted to bring him back. I don't really want to pay him a lot of money. I don't want to give him multiple years. I mean, we could give him multiple years. Is there any reason for me to bring him back other than I like him a lot and he's been amazing there? I don't know if there's any other reason to do this. Yeah, I can only give him 1 year. There's no way Man, but then Jonathan Jones may move on. Is it? Man, I don't know. I think we do 1 year. And we'll give him a little bit more because we have the cap this year. If he wants to come back, then cool. If he wants to move on, I get it. But we're going to overpay him to come back and be our number 3 guy just because of what he's done for us. The Patriots tend to do this, and they keep guys around, so I'm not really mad about it. It doesn't look like we're going to be even close to getting him. Man, I don't want to pay him a ton. But if it's just a 1-year deal, I can overpay a little bit, and I won't really be that mad about it. I would like to keep some of these guys around, but I just can't see giving them more than 1 year. All right, it doesn't look like we're going to get JC, which is fine. We'll have one of those younger guys play that slot role, or we can put Micah or Mapu in that slot role. So let's go ahead and see if we get any more of these guys, and then we'll move on to the draft. Oh, we did end up getting JC, I guess. So we got everybody. Isaiah Simmons is going to be a huge pickup. Now, we did spend a lot of money on these guys, but the long-term Chase Young is huge, in my opinion. In 1-year deals on mentors like OBJ, Micah Hyde, and then we get J.C. Jackson to come back. He picked us over 2 teams that were higher than us. But 1-year deal, we did overpay, but he's going to come in and play that slot role, or he could play outside. As you know, he's been a stud for New England all these years, so it's great to have him back. And then we got a 4-year, $12 million deal for Isaiah Simmons. I think we stole all these guys. And these big contracts, not even big contracts, will be off the board. But how do you get a guy like Micah Hyde, a mentor role, for $5 million for a year? I think we hit pretty good. Yeah, we paid a lot of money for Chase Young, but got to get some pass rushers. And when Judon moves out, we do have Uche, but Uche can slide to the other side, and Chase Young can roll back. And then White can play that defensive end, technically a D tackle out of the 3-4 role. But let's go ahead and get to the draft. We're probably going to move Mac Jones and Devontae Parker. I'm thinking of realistic-ish. Now, Mac Jones has struggled, but like he's 25. He's on the last year of his deal. I didn't accept his option. I wasn't paying him $30 million. So he's on the last year of his option. He could go somewhere, and he's only making like $2 million or $3 million. He can go somewhere and compete, and if he stinks, then you know what? They lose really nothing. I would offer a first-round pick next year and Mac Jones to move up maybe to Washington. Who else? Raiders maybe to go compete with O'Connell. Can't really think of other teams right now, but let's get into the draft. We should have a top 5 pick, I think. Maybe 2. Let's see here. 3rd pick. Okay. So we're definitely not going to be able to move up to Washington's pick. So let's take a look here and see if we can move up. I would love to get into the 20s, maybe a Keon Coleman, a receiver or something. That would be insane. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. We'll throw in Mac Jones. Oh, I did bring back Bailey Zappi for a couple years. And then we will throw in... I didn't get another running back. I totally forgot. We'll have to draft one later. I want to throw in Parker, $6.5 million cap hit. And then we'll go draft pick. I would throw in a first-round pick next year to just get, these guys. It's going to be a pretty decent pick next year, I would say. First of all, let's see if anybody has interest. Mac Jones has... Oh, that's a good one, too. I didn't think about Denver. So we'll come back to that. Denver, Buccaneers. I guess they didn't keep Baker, which is ignorant because Baker deserved it. Let's see if there's anyone else that has interest in Mac. If not, we'll go back and take a look at Denver. I think that'd be a great place for him. Sean Payton, they're on the rebuild. Who is that? So it's Denver. Let's take a look at Denver and see what we can make happen. They have the cap space. We're going for Denver's pick, which would be pick 12. I know I can't get this, but I'm going to just do it just in case it falls through or goes through. We'll see if we can get a couple picks. Oh, wow. Okay. Pick 12 would be so amazing. Let's just see 3 and 4. How close are we going to be on this? Now, in my opinion, this is, I want to say realistic. So they're going to get rid of so much cap if they get rid of Russell Wilson. They're going to pick up a really great first-round pick next year. It could be a top 10 pick if we have a rookie quarterback and what we're doing. They could get a top 10 pick from us, a decent receiver, a veteran receiver, and a potential starting quarterback. He's got star dev still on his rookie deal. To battle with, I guess it would be Jarrett Stidham. So we're so close to getting this. Let's see if we can jump down, throw in maybe a 3rd in 2026. Make this go through. We would have the 12th pick. We could come up. I'm trying to think. I doubt May would fall this far. So we're going to have to take May with the 3rd pick. If he's there in the 3rd pick. And then come back up, and hopefully Keon Coleman's there. He's 6'4". He's a stud. He would be huge for this team. Put OBJ in the slot. So let's go ahead and see if this will send through. It's close. We're going to get it. I think we just give him a 2nd instead. And then get rid of the 3rd. Maybe throw in a 4th. Yeah, we're giving up a lot. But look, we're moving up to 12. We're moving on for some big contracts. He's going to be a big contract. Let's see if we can get it right here. Make it official. Huge pickup. We get the 12th pick, a 3rd rounder, and a 4th rounder this year to go ahead and get some young guys. We need a linebacker. We need a defensive tackle, a backup running back. Maybe in the 3rd we get Blake Corum or something. I'm just thinking ahead. That would be ridiculous too. As a change of pace guy, Ramondre Stevenson is like a power guy, so that would be huge. We do give up a 1st next year, a 2nd, and a 4th in 2026. I like what we have here. I just hope everything falls in place. If Drake May is there at 3, we're going to go ahead and take him. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Let's see who goes number 1. It should be Marvin Harrison. It should be. Okay, Marvin Harrison goes. Now we have to hope that Washington takes Caleb Williams. If they take May, I may... Ooh, I don't know. Let's just hope and pray they don't take him. Oh, they took a DN. They're sticking with their quarterback. Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and make our selection. Obviously, anybody can be right, anybody can be wrong. I don't think Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in this draft. I would have him at probably 3 or 4. Drake May, Jaden Daniels, he's going to be... I think he's going to be a project, kind of... he needs to be in the right system, is what I'm saying. You got to be able to use his feet. And then, obviously, I'm going to say Bo Nix is probably top 2, top 3. Phoenix out of Washington. There's going to be some good guys. We're going to go ahead and take Drake May out of North Carolina. He's 21 years old, 6'4". He's pretty good. He's got great acceleration, great speed, 4'5". We're not going to do much running, but if we have to, we can get out of there. Let's go ahead and take him. Our future quarterback for the Patriots, Drake May. Hidden dev. 87 speed is a lot more than I thought. 94 throw power. 89 excel. Okay, so he's going to be able to get around. Way more athletic than I thought he was going to be. Where's number 10? Takes it right out of Mac Jones' hands. Takes it right off his shoulders. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Until our pick, we might just see what goes here. Man, I really hope Coleman makes it to us. Kool-Aid, stud. Not gonna lie, I have no idea who that is. Let's keep it moving. Caleb Williams falls and goes to New York to die. Or, I mean, to have a good career. Another quarterback. They pay Daniel Jones all that money. Let's see who the Titans take. Brock Bowers. That's an insane pickup for them. Brock Bowers. They got a young quarterback in Levis. Spears at running back. Huge. Out a little more pass rush. Let's see what the Bears do with their second pick. They go outside linebacker. Okay. Well, they already got a weapon for Fields. I'm glad they kept Fields. I'm glad they did the right thing. I hope they do this in real life. I don't think Fields should be replaced. Left tackle. Oh, Joe Alt didn't go. Let's see. Vikings go quarterback. They don't. Okay, so there's going to be a couple decent options here, actually. The fact that Joe Alt's going to be sitting here, I'm thinking about changing up my idea. Yeah, we have some good offensive linemen. But Brown is 33 years old. We still have to get a contract with our right tackle. But do we need wide receiver? There's so many wide receivers left is my thing here. Neighbors, Keon Coleman. But I know if we go to the second round, obviously we're going to have a high pick. Coleman won't be there. 6'4" guy. Do we draft a huge need, or do we get a tackle to get ready for the future? I think you have to go 6'4". He's 215, 21 years old. 4'6" at that size. Man, I think you have to. Man, as much as I want Joe Alt, I think we come back through second round, maybe get an offensive lineman or D-tackle or safety maybe. Okay, we're going to go. I know Neighbors is really good, but Neighbors is more quicker, shifty guy in the slot. I'm looking for an outside guy that we can get those jump balls against number 1 corners, move the sticks, maybe do some blocking for us on some zone or some sweep kind of stuff because he's so big and strong. So, not strong, 9 reps. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take Keon Coleman. He just fell into our lap at 12. Is it early for him? Maybe. He's probably at 20, 25. But we don't have the firepower to move back up in the first. Well, we probably could since we have a high second rounder, but let's go ahead and take Keon Coleman. I think it's the right move. His speed's a lot higher than what I thought it would be. So his strength, he's terrible. He's weak. But that's okay. He's got 91 speed, 93 excel. 88 change of direction at 6'4", 215. We got our quarterback of the future. We got our wide receiver of the future. Now let's go ahead and get to the second round. And let's hope that maybe, there's a stud offensive lineman there. We could plan for the future a little bit. Trotter's really good at linebacker. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm not scared to trade out. If there's something here I don't really like, Bo Nix. Ooh, do we go another receiver? He fell. Yeah, his catching and stuff looks terrible. But I know if you watch the tape in real life, he is incredible. We need safety help. I'm just not really high on any of these safeties. I would love to... Williams would be cool. He's 6'5" at safety. I should have done better with the scouting, obviously. So, running back, Corum is still there. I can't take a running back in the second round. A backup running back. I'm thinking about going... Man, his stats look so bad for some reason. In real life, he was insane. I don't understand that. Elite acceleration. Do we take a chance? We might take a chance on him. Let's go take a look at some offensive line. Just to plan for the future. And our right guard isn't the greatest. So, Zinter out of Michigan. He'd be fun. Our offensive line is set up for years to come. We just paid a guy a lot. Oh, man. Howard Cross out of Notre Dame would be awesome right here, actually, if I'm thinking about it. Our D-tackle, we need help at D-tackle. A block shed, A finesse, A power. His tackling's horrible. Wow. Okay. We might go there, Howard Cross. I didn't expect him to be there. I think that's going to be the pick. There's some decent corners back. I really like him out of Arkansas. The size, the length, that's huge. We don't need a corner, but I'm a DB coach, so that's my thing. I love corners. Safety's going to be tough to go here. I don't think we take a safety. I know they have first-round grades, but it's going to be, for me, it's going to be between the receiver or the D-tackle, and I think we go D-tackle. The tackling really scares me, but he's 6 foot, 288. He's 23, so he's a little older on the compared to the other guys, but he's the fourth fastest D-tackle. Man, the block shedding and A for finesse and power. He's got the size to be that one technique or the shade guy in a zero heads up technique. And he's also got the size and the finesse moves to move out to D end and play that 6 technique or that 4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take him. I'm thinking too much on it. I think it's a lock. It's such a good pick that I'm scared that I'm being tricked by something. And look at all the notes he has. He's got big hitter trait. He's got spin move trait, arm over trait. He's got the bull rush trait, high motor trait. He's got the rip ball trait, the strip trait, whatever. Good discipline, so he won't get flagged much. He won't jump off sides. Lock, just take it. Hidden depth, 90 strength, 73 speed, 74 excel at 288. Huge pickup. That is huge. I didn't think I would take a D tackle with the 36th pick, 35th pick, something like that. Huge pickup though. We're getting some locks for young guys. All starters. All 3 guys come right in and start. Let's go ahead and simulate our next pick and might go back offensively, see what kind of weapons are there late. I know it's not late. It's a 3rd pick in a 3rd round, but some safeties are still here. The 6'7" receiver is always interesting, obviously. Man, I'd like him out of Texas. He's a little undersized for strong safety. Obviously, he's 192, but 5'11" nowadays is not huge. Okay, so this just... I would love to take Estime out of Notre Dame. My buddy's a Notre Dame fan. We went to a game this year, and he is sick. But everybody knows Blake Corum. And yes, he'll be a backup for a year or two. Stevenson's still in his rookie deal. And he's not necessarily a huge need right now, but I don't see how I pass up on him. These safeties are intriguing, though, but there's a couple decent ones down here late still. And there's only, if you know anything about college football, there's only one Blake Corum. And he could be a game changer. He could play right away. We could have him return some kicks. We could have him come out of the backfield, third down back. I got to do it. I got to do it. I feel like it's high. I mean, he could be a first round guy and nobody would even blink an eye, 3-4-7. 4, sorry, I wish. 4.37, 4.34 at his pro day. He's so good. 36-inch vert. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Another hidden dev guy. 88 change of direction. 94 speed. It's going to be a huge change of direction. Huge, lightning to the thunder of Stevenson. Nice little pickup. Catches the ball out of the backfield. Strong. He's like 5'8", 6 or 215 or something. So let's go ahead and get to our next pick. We do have a second pick in the third round here. If that safety's still there, we might have got really, really lucky. He is not. That's fine. There's a fullback projected to go second or third. Okay, get away from that. I thought about it. Another receiver. Man, how do you 6'7"? What are we doing here? What are y'all feeding these people nowadays? Lad McConkey's cool. There's some decent guys laid on, but and we take a flyer on a 6'7" receiver? How's this guy even real? I mean, I know he's real. I know who he is, but like 4.35 at 6'7"? What are we doing? Let me just see if there's any late guys hanging around for some reason. Castro is really good out of Iowa in real life. Obviously, you don't know. Nehemiah Pritchard, I'm an Auburn fan. He just ran like a 4.35 today in the combine. Okay, there's no great safeties. I kind of let the safeties walk. Ooh, Pettis is good, but I don't need strong. A tackle, A hit power. Could be an A zone potential. Oh, wow, the fastest strong. He can move over the free and play middle of the field in that 3-4 cover 3 kind of zone. All right, I think we go him. He has a potential to have B-man and A-zone. Obviously, it could be D-man, but I'm not worried about that. Then we have the mentor tag out of, who did we pick up? Now I'm forgetting everything. Micah Hyde. Let's do it. I think it's a good pickup. Our second pick in the third. Let's see. Struggles to find the ball in the air. Okay, we'll have to work on that. He's a power guy. He's a strong. Peppers may have to roll back, which is fine. High motor. Let's see. Doesn't have great discipline. Let's do it. Let's take a flyer on him. 14th pick in the third round. Did we get lucky or not? Normal dev. That's okay. 88 speed, 74 strength, 88 speed. He's a little slow to play free. He will have to be that strong safety or that sub linebacker guy. Maybe not the greatest pick there, but you know what? I like his attributes, and I really like that. He was the fastest strong safety with only 88 speed, so I don't know. But Peppers would definitely have to go back to free, which is totally fine, or Maput develops. Let's go ahead and get to the fourth round. Let's see what's there for us. And like I said, I'm not against moving back if I have to. He's still there. This has got to be a trap. And I am so interested in this fullback. I'm a huge double tight end fullback guy, and that's what, that's been a New England Patriots thing. Or the 49ers offense is probably what we're going to do. Double tight, get your best guy the ball. Sometimes we'll move Coleman in the backfield maybe. I'm not going to take him now, but it's so interesting to see that there's a fullback here. 6'5", 254. I'll take him in the fifth if he's here. All right, so we filled out our safety room. Do we go receiver again, take a flyer? He may be horrible. There's a reason he's fallen, right? But, man, 6'7", 237. He's obviously a tight end build. He makes drops. He's not a day one starter, obviously. But 4.35, 25 reps. Number one wide receiver, strength. Second in the broad jump at 6'7". A release, spectacs B deep. I'm taking a flyer on him. Fourth round guy. Let's see. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not even mad. Like, look at this guy. 6'7", 237. He's got 78 strength, 92 speed, 88 jumping, 82 change of direction at 6'7", 237. He could play tight end. You could put him in a slot. You could sweep behind him, have him block. I like this pick. Now, he'll probably be in the 60s, which is fine. Develop him. You know what he's got. Let's go ahead and skip. We have another fourth round pick too. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. We got a running back. We got 2 receivers. I'm going to take this fullback in a minute. I'm not even lying to you. If he's there with our 5th pick, I'm going to take him. I'm intrigued. I don't understand. I've never seen a fullback up this high. 32 reps? Oh my God. Do we take this guy? I'm so interested. I'm so interested. Let's keep looking here at offensive line. Maybe there'll be a guy we could toss in to get ready for the next year or two. Injuries happen a lot. I'm looking at Gunnar Britton, obviously, Auburn fan down there. Ooh, Malik Vaughn would be cool for depth. He's usually good. John Baptiste is awesome. Let's see here. Riley Mills, he'd be cool. It's not really great. You know, I could get some depth at middle linebacker, maybe. Castro's here. He'd be good depth, but, I mean, how many corners do we need, you know? And Pritchard's still there. We could wait and get some speed. Castro's going to be really good, though. Brian Addison's good. Do we go another safety? Just to go ahead and get some competition there? Or we let Mapu take over that? Yeah, we got him. I'm thinking we go... I think we go corner. I think Castro is going to be a really good corner. And he's 5'11". He's short. He's got to play in that nickel role. I mean, all these guys are pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and take a flyer on him. He's got A press, B zone. He could have A man. He ran a 4.5. He's really slow for a corner. Let's take a chance on him. I mean, it's the 4th round. 89 speed. He's not great, I'm going to be honest with you. But he could develop. I'm fine with that pick. In real life, he's really good. So I'm okay with that. If he develops, this fullback's here in the 5th round is maybe the craziest pick of my life. I can't believe I'm even thinking about it. He's got me so interested. We're taking him. I got to take him. He may suck. This may be the biggest trap in the history of Madden. We're taking him. Normal dev, whatever. 87 excel, 83 speed, 84 strength. We'll get him in the game. I mean, and he's just going to be a straight up block guy. That may be the worst pick that I've ever made. Don't care. So let's get on to the 6th round here. Let's take some looks, see if there's anybody that fell. Riley Mills, a D tackle, maybe. I've been interested in him for a while. Another. I could have sworn he's a safety, but I could be getting his name confused. There's some pretty decent receivers still hanging around, but I think Brian Addison might be the pick here. Go look at receiver. 6'4". I mean, he's huge too, but we've already taken 2 receivers. Let's take a look. Maybe some linemen that fell. We were looking earlier. Gunnar Britton's still there. He's going to be incredible. We'll take him later. Ooh, this kid looks pretty good. B awareness. He's a terrible run blocker. So let's move on from that. I thought he was going to be good. Didn't do the greatest scouting on offensive line, and I'm hating myself for it right now. He's gone. Justin Rogers is there. I'm looking at a late pick here, 6th round, John Baptiste, 6'5", 260. He's going to be a pure backup, obviously. Or do we go and take a flyer on a middle linebacker to get some depth? It's tough, these late rounds. I think I take him. I think he's going to be an incredible player. Obviously, he's not going to start over the 2 guys we have now, Barmore and Chase Young, but to have some depth like this, block sheds A, His tackling's horrible, but he's got C finesse. He could have good power. He can move to outside linebacker with that size. Let's go ahead and take him. Late pick. It's fine. 82 speed, or 81 speed, 82 strength. I'm happy with that in a 6th round. Let's go ahead and move on. We do have a 7th round pick. Take a look, maybe get some speed or something. Devin Leary goes late. It's our last pick. Maybe. Let's see if there's some line. Like I said, I didn't take any depth at line, and I wanted to. Gunnar Britton's still sitting there. It's making me sick not to take him. We might just take him. One last peek at middle linebacker. Nobody there. Take a peek if Pritchard's there. Do we get him for the speed? I don't know if it's worth... Man, we're going to lose. We have a 31-year-old corner. We have J.C. Jackson on a 1-year deal. I don't know. I mean, our punter and kickers are both horrible. Do we restart, the dynasty? They've had amazing kickers over the years. Do we grab a kicker here? Am I doing this? The kid from Alabama looks good. Is he even going to show us their kick power or anything? Do they kick accuracy B? Okay. He has I don't think he can be frozen at the end of the game. Either can this guy's D kick accuracy. No shot. So the Alabama guy looks really good. This kid looks even better, obviously. He's got A kick power. The fastest one at 4.97. I think we'd take a shot on him. He's 20. What was he? 23. This kid's 23. What was this kid? 22. 243. 5'11. There's no way. He's the fastest, the strongest, best vertical, best 20. We're taking him. He's just a stud. If he stinks, he stinks. Hidden Dev. 98 kick power. Oh my God. And didn't he have A kick accuracy? Number 92. He's keeping that forever, too. You can't change my mind. That is hilarious. This is incredible. Pick of the draft. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. And we're 40-something minutes in. So let's just take a look at what we got. And I'll go ahead and, off camera, go ahead and set up everything. Or off recording. And then we will take a look at everything and get in our first game. And our salary is not looking good. We'll have to take a look at that. Draft recap. Let's see if we got anybody good here. Drake May is 77. Keon Coleman is 77. Howard Cross, that D tackle, 73 in the second, not great. But he's a hidden dev, so I'm okay with it. Corum, 74. He's a lot lower than I thought he was going to be. The safety, Wilson, the 6'7" guy, they're okay. I mean, 3rd round, 4th round, they're both going to be backup guys that are going to develop. So I'm cool with 70. Castro, 72. The fullback is a 41 overall. That I told you this would be the biggest bait of all time. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I took this guy. How's he so bad? He's horrible. He's not even going to make the team. Yikes. Okay. Well, I took him because I thought it'd be fun to have a good fullback that could, be there to help. I'm going to take a penalty to get rid of. We'll keep him. We'll cut him week 4 if we have to for now. But after that horrible pick, we get John Baptiste, decent backup, 68. And then we got the pick of the draft. The kicker. Oh, get him captained up already. Oh, they changed his number to 16. That's okay. Let's look at his ratings. I'm 81 kick accuracy, 98 kick power. I get he's a kicker, but this is going to come up huge down the road. But let's take a pick at the entire draft and see if Drake May and Coleman sit up here with these higher guys. I got the worst player in the draft. Let's not talk about it. Bowers at 7th pick, 83. So we picked at, 3? So Williams was higher, but that's okay. Drake May's younger. I like Drake May more. Bowers, 83 overall, huge. Everybody knows Marvin Harrison's probably the best pick in the draft. Kool-Aid's awesome. So we had the third pick and ended up with the, fifth overall. I'm totally cool with that. Well, and then we had the 12th pick, and he's tied for fifth overall. Man, okay. Neighbors was there. I knew Estime was going to be incredible. I looked over him and took Corum for the name. The hype got me. But I'm good with it. We got some good picks. Drake May and Coleman are right here. We got two of the best people. Let's compare Williams and May. Williams is younger, or May's younger. Same speed, acceleration, stronger. It's got better carrying. Let's see here. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Throw power. They gave it to Williams by 1. Accuracy. May is way better in accuracy. That mid 82 compared to 77 is huge. Throwing the run, Williams got it. Wow, throw under pressure. They gave Williams some crazy ratings. Play action, huge for me. I love to run zone, run trap, and then throw out a play action. The difference here from 72 to 85 is insane. And that's really all you need to know about quarterbacks. So Keon Coleman, he's a stud. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, he's 6'4". He's going to be a 4'3" guy, 4'4" guy. And then obviously we missed on running back, but by 2 points, I'm okay with that. We are good. I'm happy with what we got. I'm excited about it. Outside of this bait right here. I got baited. But 5th round, whatever. But I'm good with it. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thanks for watching. And we will start our first game. We'll have everything set up and ready to go. We're going to start rebuilding this culture with Coach Mayo and our new quarterback, May, Keon Coleman. We got some studs. We brought back some guys. We got some good dudes in free agency. We are not going to trade Micah Hyde. He's got that mentor tag, and he's making no money. It's incredible to me. But I'll go ahead and set everything up. I'll get ready. We'll jump into our first game and see if we can turn this around. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.